What's going on, champs and chambettes? It's FireMonkey here, and a brand new content update has just released for Fortnite, which includes a brand new pistol that has actually been leaked previously, but has never been enabled in the game before, some new week 6 quests you're seeing on screen right now, some new bucket list trials quest over here, and overall just a lot of things to do on the Battle Royale island. Now, I'm going to do a little bit more of like a live commentary style for this video. Hopefully we end up finding that new pistol because I want to show it off to you guys in game and everything, but if we don't, then it's like, hey, whatever, right? We still got a video going on. We can talk about everything, but let's go ahead and tell you guys what this new pistol is like. So this new pistol is known as the lock-on pistol, and based on the name itself, you can probably get an idea of what's going on here. It is a pistol that when you're actually aiming in on an enemy, the bullets will actually be able to lock onto the enemy and go directly to them, whether you're directly looking at them or looking off to the side or something, assuming that, the pistol lock on and everything, and hey, there it actually is, goes to the right spot. So as you can see right here, we have this little blue indicator and everything, and you can actually see it locking on there. But if we shoot it normally like this, right, you can see it's actually pretty accurate, right? It has some pretty good aim and everything to it, and it has a few bullets, right? So if we look here, it has 12 bullets in total you can shoot, but it does kind of look like it goes through multiple at once. It could just be me shooting it very fast or whatever, but it is a very interesting gun. And then if we actually look at this character, or I guess just kind of have the circle near them, you can see the first full bullets. The first 4 bullets here actually do manage to go to the character, but none of the others do. And if we look off to the right, it desyncs. So you can kind of see where that border is, right? If we look down here, you can kind of see there's that border there as well. If we look upwards, there's a border there as well. So it's like you have this radius around the character, so you still have to be somewhat accurate. But once those bullets lock on, even if you're not directly looking at the opponent, you'll be able to lock on and actually shoot them. Now, of course, it's only for 4 bullets, so once you actually press the button once after those 4 lock on, all 4 instantly fire, and then you have to actually aim again, reload or whatever else. So it is kind of like an automatically shooting gun where once you have those bullets locked on, and even if you only lock on 2 of them, it directly goes to the enemy. It targets them and it's able to actually deal some pretty good damage, and even from a longer radius, right? So if we actually just kind of look off to the side here and we're out of ammo now, you can just see how effective that weapon actually is, right? You can see how, especially if you're someone who is able to stealthily get behind someone in a way where you're able to actually activate this gun from a distance, it can do a lot of damage. It can pack quite a punch. So we're going to go ahead and go over here to this other area. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and show off the gun again. So as you can see right here, I'm going to push the button once. Boom, just like that, it activates, and it's just nice to see how it locks on and everything. I think that the gun, assuming, you're using it in a bot lobby like me, is pretty powerful, right? In a bot lobby, super good gun, super easy to use, super fun to use in my opinion, and it's fun just to experiment with. However, if we're going against actual players, especially in a mode like builds where you can just build a block or something, just build a wall and block everyone out of your sight, and I just managed to take my game out at full screen, that's amazing. Gotta love these scuffed recordings. I feel that this won't be as effective as a weapon, especially since it only locks on the first 4 bullets, meaning that you have to recharge it 3 times in order to use your entire clip instead of just rapid fire all 12 bullets being because if you're able to do that, then of course you're going to be able to one-shot basically anything in the game. But let's try seeing from a distance up here if there's a radius where we can or can't use this. So there's an enemy right down there. You can see that the gun's actually you can even see the curve there and everything. So the gun's got some radius to it and everything. The gun's definitely able to do some damage from a farther distance, especially through trees and stuff. That is kind of powerful actually. Now, of course, the bot's going to end up stealing my kill because things want to go behind the cliff or whatnot, but it is interesting to see how this gun can be effective if you're going against someone who's just hiding behind a tree or something, because of course, the gun can see through the leaves or whatever where you as a player might not be able to. So in my personal opinion, when it comes to this weapon, the brand new lock-on pistol, is it a cool weapon? Yes. Does it give me Titanfall vibes? Absolutely. And for the most important question of all, can it lock on to a chicken? Let's see here. Yes, it can. Okay. I gotta just see. Yep, one whole entire lock on with the chicken, or I guess not with the chicken, but with the gun, and you can just demolish a whole entire enemy. So I think this weapon's actually pretty cool, right? It's a cool concept. It would be interesting to see Epic Games bring this to other weapons in the game, but of course, it's only really viable, in my opinion, for bot lobbies or maybe something like Team Rumble or whatever, or zero build modes, right? In the actual Battle Royale building enabled modes, I don't think this is going to be as effective, just because if someone's locking onto you, build a wall, right? I'm not for sure if you know if they go behind the wall or something, if it's going to still have the lock-on going on there and everything, but I assume that, the lock-on might not be that useful depending on, how the whole entire gun works, because as we've seen with people just kind of going behind like rocks and stuff, it's not the best at actually locking on in the terms of killing someone who's trying to duck behind cover. But for what it is used for, what it has available for right now, very fun gun. And, as someone like me who misses every shot they actually have whenever they're playing a bot lobby, maybe I'll just run around using this gun nonstop so I don't get any comments being like, FireMonkey, you missed all your shots. I thought you were good at the video game. No, I was never good at this game to begin with, all right? But I'd love to hear in the comments down below, what do you think about the brand new lock-on pistol? And actually, since there's more enemies up ahead, let's see if we can get some more kills off with it, just to kind of show you guys more of how this one works. I mean, it's like, it's like obvious how it works at this point, but I just think it's fun using it and, getting some footage or whatever. So let's see here. We actually kind of have like, this foliage right here, and you can really just see how it's like once you press the gun. Actually, wait, I want to try something. Press flick away. I think it actually stops it early. Yeah, okay, so if you flick away, it's going to stop the bullets from actually hitting the enemy early, so it will cancel the lock-on behavior. So if you don't want to lock on and use all of the bullets on that one enemy, I guess you can, in a way, flick away from them, and, it makes it so that it's like, oh, hey, you're doing a little bit better. You're not actually targeting this thing, but I want to see if it also can target these things in the sky. No. It can't. Okay, so these don't count as actual enemies it can target, but it is just something to keep in mind, right? It's like there's a lot of stuff it can target onto, but of course there's stuff that it can't target onto as well. And of course, when it comes to using the gun normally, you can just, shoot normally or whatever else without using the lock-on mechanic. But I think this gun was, definitely built around the lock-on system. And if you're trying to use it as just a normal pistol, you might as well use the actual other pistol that's in the game, right? I forget what it's actually called, but the one that we've had for like a season or two now, that one's definitely just what you should use at this point if you're trying to use a pistol, because I feel that that one is more powerful if you're more accurate with it, whereas this one is a more forgiving gun, of course, since it has the whole lock-on mechanic where it's like, hey, if you're not as accurate with weapons, this is definitely the pistol you want to use if you want to use a pistol, but it's not going to do as much damage as that other pistol would. So I definitely would put this in a lower tier for pistols, where it's like, hey, you've got a good mechanic going on here. It's a cool little idea and gimmick to mess around with, but in terms of execution, I feel like maybe if they were to buff the damage, this could definitely be a powerhouse of a weapon. Or maybe even making it so you could lock on more bullets than just 4. Imagine if they made it so locked on half the clip being 6 bullets. I think that could definitely change up the weapon, and also it might make it a little bit too overpowered. Of course, any tinkering and stuff will probably have a lot of QA testing internally with Epic Games, but of course, it has been my opinion on this new weapon. I think it's pretty exciting to see in the game, and I'm definitely going to be rocking it a lot in bot lobbies just because it's fun to mess around with. And I can just go over here and from this long distance just all the way away in my safety hole. So let's go ahead and just eliminate them, and it's like just the long range with it makes it really effective, right? So definitely I would recommend this for long ranges. Up close, probably not as much, because it's like if you're that close, you might as well just use a normal gun and attack an enemy just like this, just with the assault rifle or something else. But I do think it's pretty fun, right? And of course you get, wait, that was a silenced weapon? Oh, I have a silenced weapon. I don't know why I did not realize the Havoc suppressed assault rifle was a silenced weapon. I guess that accolade is new. I guess, that accolade was recently added, and it makes sense why it's like I never noticed it before. But hey, it's just me being me or whatever, just these random rambles on top of stuff. And of course, I kind of just want to continue using this weapon. Now, something I'm noticing, right? Wait, if they go in a bush. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. If I'm understanding this correctly here, if they're in a bush, can you just lock onto them and just shoot them perfectly? I think that definitely helps with bush campers. If you're like in late game or something like that, and there's a lot of people hiding in bushes, you want to find them, just aim it at a bush. It appears like that's going to work, at least from what I saw there, but it also might have been a weird system where you have to have locked onto them when they weren't in the bush first, and then when they moved into the bush, it kept the lock on there. So maybe it's effective for people who are, trying to stealthily hide in other areas, which could make my gameplay style in something like arena mode a lot more scary if someone just casually, runs by me and decides, hey, you know what, let me just quickly scanning for enemies. Enemy found in bush. I also think it's kind of cool how when you're just normally firing it, the bullets do still curve. So it's like you kind of just see this curved trail, and I think that's just like a weird little gimmick that is kind of fun. It kind of just like, look at how pretty it looks or whatever. But with that said, my name is FireMonkey. Hope you champs and champettes enjoyed this rambly little YouTube video where we tried out the brand new gun in the game. Of course, there's new challenges as well, which I probably should have looked at. I know one of them was to use the pistol, but other ones are like, you know, enter a vehicle in 30 seconds of landing, or ring different gongs, which I guess I'll actually enable right here and do that, score trick points on a bike and everything else. So, you know, some nice little things for you to do in your free time. And then the actual trials this time around start off with you searching containers in a single match and reaching top 25 in a single match, and then I assume something, wait, oh, reach 25 players remaining in a match. So it's probably going to require you to do that multiple times over and over and over again. So if you want to complete that real quickly, maybe do bot lobbies or Team Rumble. I'm not sure if Team Rumble would actually count for that or not, but I know in the past Team Rumble has counted for challenges like that, so that could be a useful bit of advice. But I'm going to stop rambling here. The video's gone on for long enough. I think the pistol is really cool, and I would love to hear in the comments down below, what do you guys think about this brand new pistol that's in the game? Until next time, champs and champettes, I'll see you guys later. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and peace out.